If you never watched Westworld, I would suggest that you watch that series. You can watch it online. There's ways. Type in Westworld. You can watch it online, man. Y'all know how to watch stuff online. Put Locker. You know what I mean? Westworld. It's an HBO series. It's in the second season now, and it's one of the most awesome things I've ever saw in my life. Westworld originally was a 1970s movie. It was originally created in the 70s. It was a movie made. This is the updated version of Westworld. You know how they do old remakes and reboot them. Well, they turned the movie into a HBO series now, which is, like I said, the most awesome thing I ever saw. One of the most awesome things on television I ever saw in my life. It's about a man, a brilliant inventor that created robots that act like human beings. Well, the man created a theme park full of artificial intelligence human beings that you can't tell the difference between the robots and the human beings because they've done such a remarkable technological job in building these things that you can't tell the difference. So everybody looks like humans. But the theme it's supposed to be this brilliant man built a theme park for rich people full of these robotic humans. He built a lot of different parks. One park is Westworld. There's another park that is you can go until the 15th century or something, when you're like dealing with castles and stuff of that nature, like King Arthur. You're dealing with stuff of that. You can go to a samurai resort where everybody's a samurai. So it's different type of theme parks you can go to. And the main theme park is the Westworld park. And the Westworld, the brilliant man built the Westworld. I would say brilliant God. He's really a god to these robots. He built these built these robots. And the design of Westworld, he built them in a westernized town. Everybody lives in a Western civilization. So that's why it's called Westworld. He pretty much built his own world and created little theme parks of different worlds. And the rich can come to these like little parks on vacation and pretend, and they can live out their fantasy. They can kill these artificial beings. They can have sex with them. They can live out their fantasy with them. So it's kind of like a cool thing for rich people to go see. You know, for rich people to experience. But it just reminds me of Westworld is our world in real life. We are in Westworld right now, where we had a god similar to their God. Our God built us. Their God built them in his image. Our God built us in his image. And it's pretty much the same thing. We live in this prison-ass planet, in this prison-bordered planet, where you're not really free. Some people try to wake up to consciousness. But you're stuck on this planet. You're not free. You can't free yourself from this planet unless you die. And you know the Westworld is a perfect example of our world. I mean, because you have people struggling to figure out, why we here, who created us, and the conflict that we have within ourselves as something ain't right about being here. What's the purpose of this all? And a lot of us are searching for answers, just like the robots are searching for answers. Just like some of the robots are awakening, a lot of us are awakening to the bull crap around us also. And, then you got the real humans versus the artificial being humans, and the artificial beings don't know they're artificial. The real humans represents, in our world, the real humans represents the angels. And how the angels can come down here and blend in with us and look like us, and we don't know the difference, but they know. They know we're created beings, artificial intelligence or whatever. They know, but we don't know. So they can be right in front of us and we'll never know unless they reveal themselves to us. So just like in the Bible it says the angels, the sons of God, looked down on earth and saw the men, the females were attractive and they wanted to have sex with them. Same thing with Westworld. How those human beings came to Westworld and wanted to have sex with the robots. So yes, we're living in Westworld, man. It's crazy because they can come down here, and I'm pretty sure they have frozen time. I'm pretty sure time has been frozen, just like in Westworld. They freeze time. Everybody is paused, and I'm pretty sure that has happened here also. That godly beings have come down here and frozen time, and everything is paused, and they have put thoughts in our heads, just like they do in Westworld. In Westworld, they use like a tablet to update the human being brain, to update the brain, to update the being, and just like software. Make them this, make them that, control their attributes, control their intelligence, control their senses, personality, strength, all that, just like a video game. And I think they do us the same way. I think we're like software that the gods can control and implant thoughts in our heads. I think we're really software. I think we're really in artificial intelligence software. Just like what Neo spoke, not what Neo, but just like what Morpheus spoke about it in the Matrix, saying that what we sense is only electrical signals, implying that we're in an electronic sensory universe, a simulation, a computer. And I believe that. So if we're in this, and I think it's been proven also that we're in this sort of like a simulation, computer simulation. So that's pretty much Westworld. And we have a God that's controlling everything, has built his world, has built the world, and is controlling everything. You know, I mean, that's one theory, but I think Westworld has something there, and how we are created, and how we live our lives, and all this, and and how we experience our life, and how the gods can play with us, and how the angels can come down and play with us, and play as far as when I say play, I mean as far as do what they want, experiment, do this, do that, have an experience of a spiritual being can have the experience of a physical world, and live in it. There's something to that. There's something to Westworld and as a correlation to our world. I mean, there's definitely a connection there that the brilliant director and the brilliant writers put into our heads, wanted us to see that they figured it out in a certain, in an abstract sort of way. You can look at this in a whole lot of ways, but in the big overall, in the big picture of things, that's exactly what we're in. We're in Westworld. No matter whether you look at it in a spiritual context or a computer simulated context, we're in Westworld. We're being, we were created, and they can come down anytime they want, just and do as they will, and they control our minds and thoughts and everything. We only have free will to a certain extent. Like, we don't have free will to leave this fucking planet. We don't have free will to jump out of our body and just go. We don't have free will to live outside of time. So we're all trapped in this prison planet. And if you ever notice, this is like, has to be one of the worst lives to live in this world. If you're in this planet, if you're on this planet, everything that's evil happens on this planet. And I've been researching Urantia, and y'all should look that up also, Urantia. And they talk about how the gods run the world, as many worlds, and the gods run the worlds like businesses, like CEOs of companies and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's there's some truth to that too. But and this is like, and they said this is like one of the worst planets. Like, this is like the hood as far as other planets are concerned. A lot of the other planets, they never experience evil, so they wouldn't know how to live here because they never experienced the shit that we experience. It's unheard of for a planet to kill their messiah. That's unheard of, in other worlds. But this is like one of the worst worlds. And this is a prison planet. I do believe that. The worst world, man. Anything you think evil in your mind can happen on this planet. This has to be a prison planet. It runs like a prison. It even looks like a prison. You look outside, the colors are dull. The air is not fresh. The water is not great. The food is not great. And I'm not talking about, a lot of people say, well, go to another part of the country. The colors are beautiful. Well, if you go to another part of prison, the walls are beautiful also. That don't mean shit. We still in the prison planet. The colors are not as beautiful as it could be. I tell you that. I just look outside this earth. I just look at in this earth and I just see. I look at the trees and the trees the green is dull. The grass is dull. The color of grass is dull. Even the color of the sky is dull. You know what I'm saying? The flowers. Just observe. The planet looks like a prison. Just observe. And no kid should be born here. I mean, no kid should have to be born on this planet and suffer the way some kids do. Nobody should be suffering in life. Life should be a gift. Life should be a thing of joy. Life should be a gift of joy. Nobody should have to suffer to breathe life. That's why I know we're in a fucked up ass place, man. You come to this place, you're gonna have to suffer in some way, shape, or form. You come on this planet. A lot of us are not happy. A lot of us have to bust our ass and then die broke and all this crap. And even if you're rich, you still suffer. Money don't stop you from suffering. You just like everybody else. You just got a little extra money to comfort your hell. That's all. But you still in hell and you still suffer. Look at Michael Jackson. Still suffered. All these people, all these rich millionaires and billionaires, they live a good life, but a lot of these people are not fulfilled. That's why they have to keep buying. They're looking for that real fulfillment, that heaven. But man, yeah, that's what we're in. We're in the Westworld, a hell on earth, with all the evilness that you can imagine happens on this planet, and we just have to see through it. I don't get it, man. I don't like it. Even though, people deserve better. But like in Westworld, the robots, the artificial beings start remembering their lives, their past lives, because in Westworld, if they get killed, you can kill these artificial beings and then they'll be picking up by the techs, take it to the lab and repair it again, and then put out in Westworld again, brand new. Just like with us, when we die, we get repaired and put out again in the world. But these artificial beings start remembering all their lives, just like some of us can do. We can remember our past lives and reincarnation. But that's the same thing. Like when we die, we get fixed back up and throw back out onto this planet again, brand new, just like in Westworld. And a lot of us can remember our past lives, and some of us come back. Some of us were men, come back as women, come back as black or white. Ain't that some shit, man? Yes, we're in Westworld, a whole world, a whole built planet, a whole built world for the amusement of the gods. The God Project. Being in and then the artificial beings wanted to break free. They wanted freedom from the world. They wanted freedom, just like That's like what I'm saying. They wanted freedom, man. They wanted to live free. They didn't want to be controlled anymore. Same thing with human beings. That's all we want is to live free. Once you see what's going on, you want to be free. You want to be free of the gods. You want to be free of the God control. You want to live a great life of your choice. You want your heaven. That's it, man. I can go on and on, man. But yeah, we're in Westworld. Peace.